How's it going, everybody? Blake here with Blake's Builds. Got the bed jacked up again. It's been about a week since the last time I worked on the truck. I had to wait on some parts to come in and whatnot. But today, I don't know exactly what all we're going to get into. I got about 4 hours I can work here. But for sure, first thing we're going to do is I'm going to put the fuel line on the pump going to the top of the hat. I guess you'd call it the hat. And put the new lock ring on that's not rusted into pieces. After that, I don't really know what we're going to get into. I need to pull the intake to get the new injectors put in it. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do there. I do have some cheap eBay fuel rails, which is going to involve making some brackets more than likely, but don't really know until I get in there. So, but anyways, let's get started. All right, so first thing, always go ahead and clean this junk off here. It always seems like there's more that shows up. I'm going to disconnect. How did I? Yeah. I'm gonna disconnect this. Oh, gosh, I'm gonna need a wrench. All right. There it goes. Look at that. There's that. Set that to the side. And got everything up here. Oh, well. Come on, Blake. Unplug it. Yeah. All right. So, I don't know if y'all remember, but let's just go and pull this down. Okay. So I got some Evil Energy 3/8 ID submersible fuel hose. I got it off Amazon. I think it was less than 20 bucks. Nothing too crazy. I think, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So in this kit I got with the fuel pump, it come with a little short hose. It's not long enough, but I am gonna reuse. I use their plug and stuff, but I'm gonna use the stainless steel clamps as well. So that's gonna help. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and slip these on. Yeah. Slip these on. And push that down on the pump. Oh yeah, and I can pull that pump up to get to the worm gear. So, you know, the pump's floating in there a little bit. I need to probably cut some off of this because that's full extension. You know, the pump's not going to drop any more than that. So really, I could take a couple inches off of it. I know every inch counts, but sometimes you might just have to. So let's lob an inch off of it and just see how we like it. Man, that's some thick hose. This is E85 rated hose. You know, didn't want to run into issues later on if I do decide to run some pump 85 through it. E85. Well, that's not a good sign. This is one of the worm gears it came with. It does not want to. Oh, there we go. I don't know what happened there. Huh, it was locked up. But let's loosen it up here. Just gonna put them on there just in case. Oh, beautiful. And see it, well, it's a little rotted in there, but so that gives me plenty to travel. You know, it could probably be a little shorter, but it's pushing down on that fuel pump, which I want the fuel pump to be seated, you know, in the bottom. All right, so I'm putting that up in there, and I'm gonna try to angle it in a way that I can get to that hose clamp easy. Look at that. I don't know if y'all can't see that, but I just got it setting right up in there. Tighten it up. There we go. Perfect. Now, I should have done the pump one first. What was that? That ain't a good sign. I mean, it ain't gonna hurt anything, but that will come out. All right, twist this one around here. I really don't like that that's coming out, but I will. All right. Oh. I think I need to pull this top one off first, so I can pull that pump up. Get the hose. Ideally, you would already have this hose on when you put it together. Ideally, but you know. Man, actually, I don't want to come off. That's good. It's kind of annoying though. So we'll put that back together. Okay. I wonder I can push. Yeah. I'll use this old piece of fuel pump that I cut out, you know. So what I did is I unscrewed the hose clamp too much. Come on now. You too good for your home? There we go. Got that started. Let's get this down here on the fuel pump barb. Let it out a little bit. Again, this would have been 100 times easier if I had had the right hose when I started. 100 times easier. Learn from my struggles. Okay. Okay. There we go. So, be careful with that. I don't want to lose this piece. Oh, yeah, I guess it went in there like that. Okay. So, let's put it back in the tank. Make sure you got your little rubber ring on. Put that down in there. Feed your hose in. Get that little rubber gasket down on there. Come on now. Be a little stubborn. Alright, got that rubber gasket down. Got it on there. Try to get it level. And there we go. So this is my new ring. You know, it's not all decrepit. I gotta remember how this goes. I don't think there is a wrong way. Oh, I spin the pump. I feel like I'm setting right. Here we go. Look, right there is about perfect. Of course, it's gonna pop up on me. Well, there we go. Let's start. Make sure you get your biggest hammer you can find. I'm just gonna work my way around it. Oh, it's almost there. Oh, it is. So you got to go to this little bitty plastic tab locks in. Oh, I went under it. Oh, so there we go. So that little plastic tab's locked in, so that's good. This thing keeps falling out. It goes like that. Good quality, you know, eBay connector or eBay Chinese connector. All right, here's that. And I'm just realizing that I forgot to get some 1/4 inch line. Oh well. All right, so this goes there. This goes there. Put this guy on. Ooh. Getting it started is a little tricky, but once you get it on there, beautiful. Meant to grab a better wrench than those. Adjust that. Nut screwers. There we go. Beautiful. Let me make sure it's tight. Okay. I think we're good. All right, so the next thing I think I want to tackle is putting in or pulling out my intake to start fitting up my new injectors. It's gonna be pretty easy, I think, but we're gonna have to fit up some aftermarket fuel rails. It's the factory rails. They do have a reference on them, like a vacuum reference, but we're running positive pressure, not negative pressure with boost. So the way I understand it is we're gonna have to get rid of it, and which ain't a big deal. But really, I think all we need to do is pull it on out. So these are the quick disconnect tools you use to disconnect the fuel line. So I don't know which one it is, but it's one of these. You're gonna remove the clips. You just take a screwdriver, pop that off. It pops off of the feeding line, like from the fuel tank. It pops off there, and then it pivots off. So it's nothing real hard. And then, looks like it's going to be maybe this one. Take that. Shove it in. And there you go. Just like that. Do the same for the bottom. I say just like that. Bottom one's gonna be a little finicky, I guess. There it goes. All right. So, I don't know what size that is, but it looks like a 3/8. Okay. And so now, if I've got everything disconnected, we should be able to just pull this out of here. Oh, that needs to come off. There's a crankcase vent line that needs to come off. Don't know where that's going, but I'm guessing this needs to come off. All right. Not really sure how that came off. It did. What are we stuck on? Still stuck on something, maybe. Let's keep routing that out of here. Oh, that is the vacuum line. It's the vacuum line for the brake booster. Give her a little tug here, a little wiggle and a tug. All right. Aha! Whew. All right, so we've got everything out of the way. It's a mess. I'm guessing a mouse wanted to live in here at some point when I was sitting outside. Just make sure you get all this cleaned out. You know, I'm gonna be replacing my intake manifold gaskets, but you do not want to get this gunk down into your cylinder heads. Just gotta be really careful while doing this. I'm pretty sure I got the engine wiring harness out. That sucked. Plain and simple. Yeah. I meant to film it. I didn't. So what I did was I took paper towels and shoved it in each of the runner. About, you know, a piece of paper towel square, you know, as wide as it is, as long as it is wide. Fits about perfectly in the intake port. And then I was like, oh, hey, I can reach that wire now. And I'm like, oh, hey, I can reach that wire. The next thing I know, my AGD self has pulled all of it back to the fuse box. So that's pretty good. Tell you what, a little hint. It looks like that you have to pull the main power coming into the starter along with the trigger wire. They, in fact, are two separate wires, just to save yourself a little bit. You just got to take off that little bitty bolt and pull the trigger wire on the starter. And down here behind the power steering pump is a 13mm bolt holding on the ground from the battery and one of the main grounds for the harness. That was more difficult to get off than probably any of it so far, but it's off. Now that I'm done being distracted, I'm gonna get the valley cleaned up. All right, so I got everything nice and sort of cleaned up. I got a lot of the junk out of there. Just don't look too close. Since that's good, I think I'm gonna go ahead and start getting the new injectors in the old intake. Okay, so someone really needs to clean this garage up. But I have a feeling that it's gonna be me. I switched to gloves just because of the fuel. I don't really like getting myself coated in fuel, you know. Now, I've never taken off a fuel rail before, but oh, yep, that's kind of figured how it would come. All right, so I think we can pretty much just toss this in the trash. I think. I mean, I'm not going to, but yeah. All right, come on. We'll move these screws. I don't know, I'll probably use them. This is the vacuum reference for the old regulator. We can get rid of that. All right. I've got a new map sensor coming, but I'm just gonna leave that in because I don't really have a good way to plug it. I guess I could probably, oh, I could tap, I could tap that and just put a plug in it. I might do that. But right now, I need to figure out how our injectors are gonna fit. So, I've got some brand new injectors. Brand new. I wonder if I'd be better, or I wonder if it'd be worth it to clean those out. Probably so. Get paper towels. All right. So, you supposed to spit on these or anything? All right, that's a start. And I got these eBay special brackets. Or not brackets, but rails. Do a quick check. Oh my goodness. That's a pretty good sized burr in there. So, always check your stuff. Do you see that burr up in there? Yeah. You see that? That ain't gonna fly. We're gonna have to take that out. I bolt it like that. Bend that over. I think I need a Sharpie. Oh, that's a 3/8 drive. I don't need this big guy. So I think it needs to go there. And then burr, it needs to be bent like straight back. I don't know if I'm marking anything. Hell of goodness I am. Okay. So okay, so I'm going to use the factory bolts to hold it on, which means I have a massive flange. You know, it's a huge washer. I'm going to just punch this baby out to like a 3/8. It's a little overkill, but you know what? It'd be a lot easier than trying to get that perfectly lined up. Look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. All right, so I could have put that hole back a little bitty bit, but it'll be okay. Yep. All right. It's just a sanity check here. There we go. Easy peasy. All right, so I'm gonna check, but I think I can use this bracket here as well, which means I don't have to try to fight this again. I can just make one of the same and then make an opposite hand for the other side, right? Yeah. Now, oh, thank you. Look at that. All right, so now I just need to make another one. I'm trying to think how I want to do this. I guess I just spin it around. Okay. So let's go ahead and get this side cleaned up. Alright. Now, real question is, they are going to be the same. That is beautiful. Alright, so I'm going to make 2 more of these. Alright, so I've already mounted up the other side. It fits great. So just a reference, this is what my bracket looks like. It bounced into the hole, and I've bent them on an angle so they line up and it goes over. I mean, it's just got to go over, you know, ½ an inch or so, but it's just bent a little bit over. I took the brackets that they came with and I just cut off that tab, drew my line, bent it in the vise, drilled a hole, and they're good. All right, so let me get these mounted on here. All right. Oh. All right, so got everything mounted up here. It's looking really good. The brackets ain't the best, but you know what? Just to mount that up to a factory intake, I'll take it. So now, I think we should put our new throttle body on. But something I'm just realizing now, I can't use these factory bolts. Oh, that's probably what these are for. Okay. Oh, pull this off. So, let me show you how to remove these studs. So what you're gonna do. So this is how you can remove studs. You're gonna put 2 of your nuts on there. Take 2 of your inches, and you're going to. Oops, I've got two of the nuts pushed together. Yep. I'm having a heck of a time here. You're gonna. All right. Oh, you're gonna pinch them together. Once you pinch them together, just grab one of the bolts. Usually you want to use the back bolt. You see that? It's gonna spin that stud right out of there. That's if you don't have this kind of Torx bit. I do not. Now, what I need to do is we're gonna put this adapter plate on. Okay. So that means we should probably open up our bag of goodies. If I can get it. There we go. All right. Yep. And there's our 3 short bolts. They're gonna be the same. Yep. I'm not snugging them down. I'm just getting them started. This is a 5mm Allen wrench, you know. All right, now I got them in there. All right, I don't want to get too crazy with these because they are just brass inserts into the intake. And really, it's not going anywhere. All right, now I'm going to a drive-by cable system in this truck, which means I need to add. You can buy the factory throttle plate, but I'm not going to do that. So let's go ahead and pull this out. Nope. I don't move that too much. Okay. And it's giving me 2 gaskets. This one actually has an O-ring, so we're going to just run that on this side. Yep, just like that, I think. That ain't right. Ah! I'll get it eventually. Oh. So actually I'm gonna have to run this. Okay. Of course I can't get my hand in there. Okay. So that was brutal. Well, thank you everybody for watching. That was a good episode. I was a little nervous about mounting up those fuel rails, but that was nothing. So yeah, today's Sunday, so hopefully this week I get that intake back on, maybe figure out my fuel lines. I didn't put the crossover on the fuel rails because I don't know what the AN line's made out of, and I'm not going to chance that. So I got that -6 that I'm running across the car already, right from the fuel pump to the front. So I'm going to just take a little bit off that to connect the rails and all that. So nothing major. But whatever. It's been a good day. Well, God bless you all, and thanks for watching.